Radiant team ban.
Hello everybody, welcome. I'm justDelicious, and today, right now, actually not today because earlier I was casting other stuff, but right now I'm casting the Levitation Cup between Die4 Die4Gaming versus MB Nunchuck Blazers, and I'm pretty sure I have casted both of these before. Yes, I definitely have. I've cast Die4 plenty of times, and I think I've casted MB once before. I remember their very hilariously unique picture that they happen to have. So, first bans, as you would expect, everything going to plan so far, nothing out of the ordinary being banned out. Keeper for the anti-push, obviously, and because he's just an insane support hero in general. Nyx Assassin for the same reason. He is a ridiculous support hero, very difficult to beat on a try-v-try situation. He can also go mid and can really beat quite a lot of good mids there as well, like Queen of Pain and Puck. Bat Rider banned out by Die4, so they don't want to see the Bat Rider and the Darkseer, and immediately Magnus is going to get picked up by Nunchuck Blazers. As soon as that Darkseer ban was put up, the Magnus was blatantly going to come out of that. Shadow Demon immediately picked up by Die4 and Rubik, so they are going for their tri-lane pretty much straight away, trying to make it as strong as possible, trying to give them the best chance to get their carry farm. And Lifestealer picked up by Nunchuck. Lifestealer, it seems to be the #1 carry in the game at the moment, beating Luna and Gyro. Luna I haven't seen played all day, and I'm so disappointed by that because I love Luna so much, and I really wanted to see more play because I think she deserves it, but she just doesn't really see much. Third pick for Nunchuck, taking their time. Who have we still got left in the pool? He's quite good. I was going to say Lone Druid, exceptional. And he was going to be picked up. I'm surprised neither of the teams have actually decided to go for Io. They obviously do not think that Io is worth going for right now, even though he's probably one of the best heroes in the game. It is very, very difficult to build a strategy around him, and he can be quite easy to counter if you don't get it spot on. So they're going much more safe. They're going Magnus, Lifestealer, Lone Druid, and it's a good lineup. You can't say it's not. Magnus is going to definitely be going mid though. Lone Druid will be on the offlane, and Lifestealer will be the carry. So it's a little bit predictable. All the good supports will be banned out straight away by Die4. I can imagine they're going to be getting rid of Jakiro, maybe even Leshrac, just to make sure that none of those can be used against them. They might even ban out the Ogre Magi, because Ogre Magi I've seen a lot getting a bit of a resurgence recently. And by I don't know. I don't mean resurgence, because I don't think Ogre Magi's ever seen play. But at least getting some sort of recognition, that's a better way of putting it. And the Bloodlust in particular is very, very powerful if you can get a few multicasts on that. So that's probably the reason Ogre Magi is coming back in. But D4 are thinking of their pick right now. They're probably going to go for the carry, either that or Quap. Quap seems to be a hero that is picked up an awful lot in the first pick stage, and about now would be the perfect time to do it if they wanted to go for the Queen of Pain, and then of course the Shadow Demon setup works very, very well with her. So we just got to wait if they want to do that. If they want to go for the carry, Gyrocopter's available if they want massive versatility, but that's another versatile hero as well. Windrunner. Windrunner could go mid against Mag if they wanted her to. She can also go on the offlane very, very effectively as well. She's a better offlaner than she is mid, but she can really do an awful lot of stuff, can Windrunner. And I absolutely love Windrunner, and I'm glad to see her picked up in this game. Bane immediately banned out as well as the Gyro. There is the Jakiro that has been banned out by D4. Then the Lena on top of that as well. So all of the good supports are leaving. Now I expect maybe the Leshrac from them, or maybe they're just going to go a different route and think, okay, we'll ban something that we don't mind them getting Leshrac because we have quite a strong combination, and Leshrac's quite a weak hero. But no, that was okay. Maybe that was a bit of a stretch. They do just go, okay, we'll play it safe. Let's just get rid of Leshrac. He's way too powerful to keep in the pool. So they do get rid of him, and now Nunchuck really don't have a very good amount of supports to pick up because they didn't pick any in the first picking stage. Now they have to suddenly look for two. Profit is there though if they want to try and go for the split push, plus the jungler, who can also pop on lane to pick up a kill every now and then. With Sprout, very, very effective, and he has good right click damage as well. Silencer is available as a support. On top of that, we also have other strange little supports that see a little bit of play, like Witch Doctor. Lion is another one, another hero I'm not a massive fan of, but I can admit he is pretty good. I just think he's overplayed at the moment as a hero. Crystal Maiden's there as well. Witch Doctor is available. There are a lot of choices for Nunchuck. They're just not as powerful as they probably would have liked. Templar Assassin, my favourite hero in the game. It's going to get drafted by D4. I don't know if they know that, but thank you very much for drafting Templar Assassin. I am looking forward to this now. Oh, this game's going to be a treat. Finally, I get to see two of my favourite heroes, my top two favourite heroes in the entire game drafted in the same game, Templar Assassin and Windrunner. And I am looking forward to this. Just, this is going to be great. It could be the best game of the day by an absolute mile, just because of the picks. And looking at the last one, Disruptor picked up by Nunchuck. That is a really good pick, and that's going to be quite annoying for heroes like Templar Assassin and Windrunner when they try and get into good positions with the Blink and with the Wind Run, and Disruptor's just going to glimpse them back, and then they're going to be exactly back where they started. But Templar's going to be looking to get that quick BKB, I fear, against this team. Lion and Disruptor are really going to try and shut her down. So I would probably expect her actually maybe to go, instead of going Phase Boots into Blink, she might even attempt to go Power Treads into Drum. If you're facing a lot of burst damage like Lion, like Magnus, and like Disruptor, Power Treads into Drum is definitely a better way to go on TA, just because it gives you the survivability, and it does give you a lot of damage as well. She still is extremely effective in the mid game, and she's still going to be just as effective, but it also lets us survive a little bit longer. It lets us hang around in the team fight when a refraction falls off, and it also gives her a little bit of sustainability in lane. So that would be the way I would be looking to build that Templar Assassin. I play her an awful lot, so that's why I'm focusing on her so much. And Phantom Lancer is going to be last pick. So Phantom Lancer will be the carry that we see in this game. And I have seen a lot of Phantom Lancers over the last month, or over the last few months. Kind of sick of him now, but we'll see what happens in this one. I mean, he's obviously extremely good against Lifestealer. I'm surprised Nunchuck didn't ban him out, because Lifestealer is going to have a little bit of a problem trying to deal with Phantom Lancer, especially seeing he doesn't have any natural infest targets. He has Magnus, but if you're going to do that, you kind of force Magnus to hit the right one with the RP. You don't have a puck and such. It can blink in, do burst damage without having to get the use up all the best spells. But I'll run over the teams very, very quickly. We see Jarrett will be taking up the Lion. Marvster will be taking up the Lifestealer. West Coast, Best Coast will be on the Lone Druid. Phenom will be taking up the Disruptor, and Still Wasted will be on the Magnus. Flicking over to the dire side, we see Lord Blood will be taking up the Windrunner. D-Weird will be on the Templar Assassin. Neo Genesis on the Phantom Lancer. DM on the Rubik, and Use the Cake will be taking up the Shadow Demon. And best game ever has been called. Well, that may be a bit of an exaggeration, but we'll see. Maybe it will be. Maybe it'll be an 85-minute epic, all racks gone, one push will win, and or maybe it'll be a 25-minute sort of one of the teams just play a little bit better, one of the teams end up dominating the early game, and one of the teams end up winning it very fast. Those are the two ends of the spectrum. I hope it's somewhere in between that. I don't like seeing very, very short games. And Templar Assassin has decided to go for a very, very quick bottle build coming up against Mag in mid. She's going to be very, very happy that she's coming up against Magnus in mid, because Magnus is a prime target for the side blades of Templar Assassin. I still expect Refraction at level 1, so she doesn't get burst down too much. She only has 550 HP. That's not that much, really. Magnus has 568. So his HP is okay, but oh, they've swapped it up. Oh, this is interesting now. They've decided to put Lone Druid in mid, and Disruptor and Lion are walking down there as well. What is this? Are they going to... Oh, they're going to ward. I hope they're going to ward. I hope we're not going to see a tri-lane down mid. That would be really weird. But Magnus is going down bottom. We see Lifestealer going top. That's where I assume Lifestealer... that's where I assume the Disruptor and Lion are heading to. They're going to head up top after they've warded and get on that tri-lane. We're going to be seeing Lone Druid mid versus Templar Assassin, and Lord Blub on the Windrunner will be down bottom versus the Magnus. And I would not be surprised at all whether, as soon as they see who's where on lane, they immediately run Templar down bottom and have Windrunner go mid, just so they can get the best lane setups. Because I can't see why they shouldn't. Templar would be just as good down on bottom as she would in mid, seeing that she's against a solo mag. So yeah, that's what I expect from D4, but maybe they're going to feel, oh, it's Lone Druid. Okay, that's fine. I'll just do to Lone Druid what I would do to any ranged. I'll just absolutely destroy him in lane because he has no sustainable damage. Even though he has 2 heroes, he can't break my refraction enough, and I'm going to end up trying to win this lane very, very easy. He picks up Sideblade's level 1, going for the right click, and West Coast, Best Coast, just hanging around with the bear, trying to pick up as many last hits as possible, and it seems to be going fine for both right now. Looking down at bottom, we see Magnus. Actually, we should go over to top because top's already started. The Lion goes down with the stun. Here comes Rubik with the telekinesis, and a really, really nice glimpse. Catches Rubik right in the middle there of the open wounds directly after. It looks like Rubik's going to be first blood. Down he goes, and Marvster will get it. No, Phenom gets it. Phenom gets the kill. They didn't save it for the Lifestealer, but they're not going to mind too much. They still get first blood, and it is on the one of the supports. It's on the Rubik, possibly the one if they wanted to kill a support, it would definitely be Rubik, I feel, because they don't want him getting a lot into Fade Bolt. And top lane is now just going to be nicely controlled by NUB, and look at Lion's position around the back. Really wants to try and go on to Dooms. Here they go again. Is the stun coming out? There's a disruption on himself. He's pretty much got himself killed. There is the kill. Lion gets it this time. 2 kills already going for NUB down at bottom. D4's tri-lane is falling apart. They have really got to try and get a kill up there, or they may as well just switch it. They may as well just take them all down bottom, because nothing is happening for them up here right now. And a mini stack, a mini pull by Rubik coming out, and that'll end up pushing the lane eventually, but it's just to get a little bit of farm and a little bit of XP for the 2 supports. But as you can see already, Lifestealer level 2, Disruptor level 2, Lion level 2 versus actually the level 2's coming all over the place apart from Rubik. Rubik's the only one that's not. D-Weird in mid on Templar Assassin. Has the bottle up at 2 minutes, not doing too bad. 4 and 2 versus the 7 and 4 of the Lone Druid. Actually, Lone Druid's doing really, really well on this lane versus D-Weird, and I think that might just be down to the fact that I don't think D-Weird's hitting as many side blades as needed. But against Lone Druid, it's even more difficult than most heroes, because you want to try and hit side blades on the bear and the hero, and that's just incredible. That's almost impossible. Jarrett just hiding out again. He really wants to try and just dive round with a big stun and pick off another hero. Phantom Lancer has gone Lance stats Lance, so he doesn't have Doppelwalk to get away if they want to try and jump on him eventually, but I don't think they will try and jump on him because they don't know that he doesn't have Doppelwalk, because that's impossible to know. And Lanaya actually ends up killing the bear. Oh no, the bear's going to go back to base. The bear's going all the way back to base. She doesn't kill it. I was going to say that would be a massive gold boost for her. She did end up killing that bear, but instead everything just carrying on like normal, and she's on 500 gold, going to be looking towards building up either a power treads or a phase boots, depending which way she wants to go. Down at bottom, Magnus sitting on 12 and 4 versus Windrunner, who is on 11 and 5, so doing much better there. And wow, look how much Templar Assassin is destroying this lane now that once the bear is gone. 14 and 4 versus the 9 and 7 now. So Templar Assassin is starting to build up a lot of steam over in mid, starting to get a few levels. This Orb of Venom is going to annoy her very slightly as it burns off a few refraction charges. But it's still not the end of the world for her. As long as she positions herself well, she should be fine. And the resummon just using over at top, I'm a little bit tired again and I miss it. Oh, and Phenom has to be very careful to get away with his life, but they finally get a kill up on this tri-lane. It's Shadow Demon that gets it on Lion, and Phenom nearly drops as well. Now Lifestealer has to be careful because he has got 0 mana whatsoever. Telekinesis may even get the kill on him. Phenom walks back in. Lion is back on lane. Jarrett is back, and I think DM is starting to come back into this tri-lane a little bit now. They're not going to give it up without a fight. They're not going to switch around unless they absolutely have to, and they are not switching it up yet. D-Weird still just trying to get a little bit of farm versus this Lone Druid down in mid, putting up the refraction, making sure that she gets a few last hits over at top again. Just so much harassment from both teams. They're both standing so close together, it's very difficult to know exactly when they're going to start to dive, because everybody loves to be right on the creep wave. And Phantom Lancer still hasn't picked one up in Doppelwalk. He's got another into stats at level 4. No, he hasn't. He hasn't picked up anything. Oh, nope. He hasn't picked up anything yet for his level 4, and instead he's going to wait until he absolutely needs to before he picks anything up. Templar Assassin gets the bottle at bottom. It doesn't. I don't think Lone Druid's going to bother with a bottle, so she's going to get complete rune control in mid, and that should give her a significant advantage against Lone Druid in mid, and she should be able to use the runes to keep herself consistently high HP. Over at top again. Big glimpse being used. Juice looks like he could get taken out. He is going to get taken out. Now they want to try and on Neo Genesis, but they're not going to be able to get him. He's on way too much HP. But they do pick off the Rubik round the back. Phenom trying to get away. Neo Genesis, though, doesn't have any mana whatsoever, and he could even get taken out. There's the glimpse. Oh my god, Phenom's just glimpses straight back into him. Is he going to be able to get one more right click to get the kill? It doesn't look like he is. Yes, he is. There's the lance. Lion takes him out round the back, but he does get the kill because he glimpsed him directly back onto his position. That was very, very weird. Very weird to see that sort of play, but every once in a while that happens. He just obviously forgot to, he didn't judge the glimpse as well as he had hoped. But they still end up picking a 3-for-1 at top again. And this tri-lane still going much in the favour of MB. And I really, really want to check the XP graph now. And you can see how that is actually, it is in favour of MB, sorry, but slightly starting to dip down for D4. In gold as well. It was much higher for NUB than it is now, but the amount of farm that a Windrunner and Lanaya are finding on their two lanes are able to pick up the pick it up for them. Down at bottom, Windrunner is the highest farmer in the game on 31 and 7. Regeneration bottled up on Windrunner. Down at top again, we see Disruptor now coming back, level 4. Lion is also level 4, so he's got 2 in his Q and 2 in his W. We check out Neo Genesis. He has finally picked up 1 in Doppelwalk, so he's actually got a little bit of survivability, even though there's a Sentry Ward placed right here. So he can't go that way, but if he goes into the trees, he should be absolutely fine. Dews, 2 in his Q, 2 in his Soul Catcher. Over here we check out Rubik. Rubik's got the Telekinesis and 2 in Fade Bolt. So he's doing quite well. Now he's smoked up. They really want to try and get this Lone Druid in mid. They know that he's weak because he's not in his bear form. He's recalled his bear now. Oh, he's gone into bear form as they came round. Well, that was a little bit of a lucky timing, but either way, they still want to try and go on him. If TA sets a trap, they could easily get the kill. Look how defensive Lone Druid is playing now. He's even went into bear form because he thought something was wrong. They were all missing from lane. So he thought, right, I'm going to have to go into bear form and just protect myself here. The smoke gank not going to pay off. They're going to go top instead and just continue to stack pull this lane. They might even try to get a gank, but it's very, very unlikely because NUB have got the creeps exactly where they want them on this sort of area, just past the stairs. And they're going to be trying to hold them there as long as possible. Templar in mid still continuing to do what Templar does, just being very, very annoying. And oh, Templar's getting a little bit over-aggressive there because one Entangle would have really, really hurt her an awful lot. The Refraction was popped by the end of that, and the Lone Druid and the Bear would have just been mauling her as soon as the Entangle was Entangle got procced. But not a single Entangle like we normally see with anybody playing Lone Druid who isn't Admiral Bulldog. And up at top again, oh my god. Fast and furious at top. Jarrett's going to get ported back. No, it's Neo Genesis is going to get ported back. Jarrett does actually end up dying to the Phantom Lancer illusion. Neo Genesis just pops his Doppelwalk, able to get away from that one, a 1-for-1, but it is Phantom Lancer that gets the kill, and that's just what they need to do. And look at Lifesteal at 6 assists. He hasn't been able to pick up a single kill. Down at bottom, Windrunner goes for the dive, ends up picking it up. Now we have to watch D Weird with a bottle and a haste inside it. So the haste inside the bottle is going to be key to this, because she wants to try and get a kill up top. And it's very, very easy to get a kill on Templar Assassin with a haste rune. It is easily the best rune that you could possibly get picked up on her. And he's going to be looking for Phenom, but Glimpse is going to be very annoying, seeing that she has that haste. And that 4 seconds is going to be an awfully long time. Has phase boots up now, so that's pretty good. Plus an extra 500 gold. Probably looking towards that Blink Dagger. So just going standard Lanaya build. Not going to try anything too different, and not going to be going for those power treads. And instead just going phase into Blink Dagger. So D-Weird comes back onto mid lane. Lone Druid just got to be a little bit careful because a little bit of harass could come down. And there's the trap. She wants to kill the bear. There's the meld. Bear is going to die. Lone Druid takes quite a lot of damage off of that as well. And now she's going to try and control this lane. Oh my god. I cannot believe how much I've missed in this game. I have no idea why I'm missing absolutely everything. It's so difficult to keep up, especially seeing that in about 2 seconds Magnus was here. He charged straight up, and then he got a kill very, very easily, very, very fast. Popped RP, and down in mid now I see Templar Assassin being a bit aggressive on the lone druid, and I guarantee I'm not going to miss anything else in this game. That's it for me. I'm done. I'm not missing anymore. Lion, well, this is a really nice little outpost that Lion's got here with the stun that can come straight through as long as he has vision. But not going to go for it. Instead, DM's going to try and run away. The TP support is coming in. This is going to be Neogenesis again. But they just want this tower now. They're not too concerned about anything else. It's the tower they want to try and take down. It is probably the tower they're going to get, but Neogenesis just find Jarrett out in the trees. And this is just an illusion. They know that's an illusion. They're going to be taking him out very, very soon. And now they're going to keep pushing onto this tower. Although the creep wave has finally arrived, maybe they can't actually push this one down, especially since they don't have RP. Down in mid, Templar Assassin, miles up onto the top of the ledge. There is a really nice entangle, a really, really nice timed one. And the refraction. They're not going to get popped back at top. More stuff happening. Magnus actually picks off the Rubik. Lord Blub comes up as well. Wants to try and get a shackle off. Doesn't manage to. Gets glimpsed back down to bottom lane. She's going to keep farming down there now. And now she's been sent up. They really want to try and get this tower. It's not a lot of HP. It's on 177, but they do not want it to be denied. In mid, West Coast, Best Coast trying to dive D-Weird. D-Weird has meld up in 1 second and will definitely survive this now that she has refraction as well. Oh, they might be trying to turn it around because DM has arrived. There's the slow. Is the telekinesis coming? There it is. Meld actually completely misses, and instead they do manage to kill the bear very, very quickly. West Coast, Best Coast does go down. Templar does get the last hit. Over at top, Phenom looking to try and take dive down onto Neogenesis. There's the sentry ward. Is the glimpse coming? Yes, it is. Pops it back in place. The stun from Lion, but it's only these two. They can't surely kill Neogenesis with just 2 supports. They can't even think they can. There's the Spirit Lance. A kill comes the way of Phantom Lancer, and wow, why were they being so aggressive? They can't kill Phantom Lancer with just those 2, surely. They had Finger Up, which does about 600 damage. But he didn't get nearly low enough for him to cast it. He's got 960 HP because he's going drum. So he's picked up the bracer. And Lanaya deciding not to go drum in her case. And she's just saving up for the blink, which she should have very, very soon because it's set on 1600 gold. So not long now till Lanaya will pick up that blink. And if we flick it over to net worth, we can see what's going on where. But Magnus down at bottom. Lord Blub did get the Invis rune, which was very, very nice for him. Evading the Magnus, and net worth Lifestealer is absolutely miles ahead, as you would expect, because he has got a lot of kills, well, a lot of assists up there. The Lanaya is the second most farmed hero in the game on 4k gold. Lone Druid is actually 500 gold behind us, so you can see how much D-Weird has been able to pressure Lone Druid and keep him pinned back, managed to get a kill, and even though the tier 1 tower fell here, they still managed Lanaya still managed to get more gold than him, and now she's going to go into the jungle just to finish off a blink dagger. One more will get it down at bottom. Still wasted, is hanging around. He has RP if he wants to try and go for it. Beautiful shackle from Lord Blub. Now DM in a lot of trouble. The big ult coming out from Disruptor. Down goes the Rubik. Templar has picked up a blink dagger. Now the RP being used in the trees. Lord Blub is in trouble. Down he goes, even after a very, very nice shackle shot once again. He couldn't survive from the amount of people that were hanging around him. And D4 is starting to lose a little bit of grip on this game. If we check the XP graph, we can see they're it's just about equal actually. D4 are very, very slightly ahead because of the Templar killing mid and a few good trades at top. But that's going to shoot right back up. And if we check gold, miles ahead are MB, sorry. They are doing much better in terms of farming, and it's pretty much all on Lifestealer, which is exactly where they want it as well. He's gone phase boots, and he's going to be going into his armlet as soon as possible. In mid, Templar manages to pick up the kill on the Lone Druid, and it's the blink dagger that's doing it for her that allowed her to get up close, and she did end up picking him up. The support from the Shadow Demon and the Rubik as well. Haste picked up on Phenom, so that's probably just to stop the Templar picking that up. And what's she going to go for next? Probably Yasha for the extra damage to make sure that she has enough damage to try and take out this lone druid when he gets to the mid game, sorry, when he starts to get a lot more tanky as soon as he hits level 11 and he gets an extra 400 bonus HP and 6 bonus armor. Rotation coming in, not entirely sure which way they're going to go. Now they've drawn on the map which way they're going to go. No infest up on Lifesteal. He literally just used it to clear the camp. Here come all of D4. They want to try and find someone out. Who are they going to find first? It's going to be the Lifestealer or the Mag, depending on which way they go. It might be Lifestealer. They know exactly where he is. There are the pings. They know where to go. The pings come out on top as well. There's Lion. Lion's going to get caught out. Templar's damage. Absolutely insane. Now wants Phenom. Phenom's in trouble. Blink Dagger not up on TA. Doesn't even need it, I don't think. No telekinesis, but double kill up because of the Meld. Now in comes Marvester, and D-Weird has to back off immediately because everybody was coming in round the back, and Lord Blub is in a little bit of trouble. If a skewer comes down, there's the slow, very nice slow by Templar Assassin, meaning that Lord Blub can stay ahead of them and will manage to get away. Dews as well getting away, so it was a 1 for 2, Templar getting the double kill in that fight, and that is going to help. That is going to help them an awful lot. 4-0 the Templar Assassin now after 16 minutes. D4 needed that desperately. They needed the Templar to get more into the game, and now she has 1.16k gold up again, and that Yasha is looking like a possibility, dipping slightly back down in their favour, and XP massively in their favour now, nearly about 2k gold. And note, she's going to go straight for BKB first, so she feels like she's getting locked down a little bit too much. Her maneuverability is at risk with the amount of stuns and disables they can bring, so she is going to be getting a BKB before any other damage. Remember that, well, BKB does do damage as well. Obviously, it increases your damage, but it's not a pure damage item. The amount you spend on it isn't the best return damage-wise, but it does give you a lot in a fight. And if she pops it right in the middle of a fight, she can walk in and she can literally just take on anybody and probably beat them, just because they just can't chain stun her anymore, and that's the only thing that stops Templar in the mid game. If she can manage to get a good few meld hits off, she can really destroy pretty much an entire team. Do we have smoke up on D4 again? No, we do not. Down on the Radiant at the side of NB, do they have any smoke? Do they want to try and go for it? Dust of Appearance picked up on Lion just for the Phantom Lancer, and Lone Druid still only with boots 1. After 17, but he's got the phase boots up on the bear. Now he's going to be going for Maelstrom because he has picked up Gloves of Haste or Armlet, depending on which way he wants to go. But it looks like it's probably going to be Maelstrom because he hasn't bought anything else up and he's got 700 gold. So he's probably saving for the Mithril Hammer. Round the back, Templar, a lot of damage coming in from her. Now she just walks away again. Lord Blub, Shackle Shot, brilliant, catches Phenom onto the tree. Phenom's in a lot of trouble. One right click will get it. Big RP catches free. Now the Skewer as well, and the Shockwave over the top. Jerry managing to take out the Shadow Demon around the back. It's only D-Weird now. D-Weird versus the world. D-Weird is definitely going to die from this. She can try and meld, but they have dust. They have sentries, and D-Weird is not escaping. No way you're getting away from that one. Phantom Lancer, the only person not to die because he was at top the entire time in a 4-for-0 wipe. A 4-for-1 wipe, sorry, for NB. Because of that huge RP on top of the Disruptor ulti. Completely ruined them, and now they want to try and actually go for the base. They're pinging it. They want this tier 3 tower down. They have a lot of creeps. They may actually be able to go for it. There's the fortified as Templar. Have buyback. No, spent all of her money, but she doesn't even need to because they do decide to back out in the end. And Phantom Lancer just continuing to farm up his Diffusal Blade as fast as he can get it. I really doubt he's going for a Radiance. It's not going to be as effective in this game at all, especially against the tankiness of Lone Druid and the tankiness of Mag and Lifestealer. He'd be much better picking up a Diffusal Blade just for that extra damage. Disruptor pings where the Illusion Rune is. He's going to go and protect that, or maybe even pick it up. Yeah, he's just going to go pick it up. Why not? No reason why not. And Neogenis is continuing to farm. He's farming quite well, actually. He's second highest net worth in the game, about 1.3k behind the 1.3 behind the Lifestealer. And there's some illusions just in the trees. And he's going to be killing them very, very quickly. Now they know where he is. Now they know that he is definitely one of these. But look at the illusion army he has. It's very difficult to catch out the real Phantom Lancer in this. And now he's going to continue to just jungle while a massive push comes down mid. D4 want the tower. They're going to almost certainly be getting it. No TP support quite yet. The bear's coming around the back. Templar just blinks into the trees to maybe try and catch him out. Not going to find him. So instead, they just decide, okay, we'll take this tower. And, oh, big deny! Big deny by West Coast. Managing to deny with the bear while he was stood in the trees. And that is absolutely huge. It looked like Templar was going to go for the last hit. And instead, the bear denies it. And that is absolutely massive. That is a big, big turning point in this game. Being able to deny that middle tower when they committed so much to it. And this top tower now getting pushed out a lot. Mag has Lifestealer hidden inside. He has Blink as well if he wants to try and go for the RP. Oh, Juice is in no man's land. What are you doing, Juice? You're miles away from the rest of the team. Down goes Juice as well. Magnus is going to be looking for a big RP on these two while they're stuck in the kinetic field, but nothing's going to be found. Instead, they want to try and take out D-Weird. Is he going to RP to try and get the kill? Don't think he is. Doesn't even need to. Yes, he does. He manages to take him out. Now they want Neogenesis. They know it's the real one. There's the finger. They're trying to catch him. The Juxtapose is miles off cooldown. One open wounds will get it. And there it is. One right click. Triple kill for the Lifestealer. Now they want this tower. And there's absolutely nothing D4 can do to stop them taking this tier 2 down at bottom. And that was pretty much game over as soon as they spotted that Shadow Demon miles out of position, because as soon as that happened, a few of D4 went in to try and defend him, and you can never ever do that. It's not going to work out well. You can't fight in those sorts of positions. You need to be camping under your tower. You need to be in this sort of area, protecting yourself from ganks. But instead, Shadow Demon decided to walk out very slightly out of position, but it's not the end of the world for them. They can still bring this one back, D4. They just need to be a little bit more controlled in the team fights, and the glimpse does nothing to Lord Blood, sends him to the exact position he was already stood. XP, miles in favour of MB now. It's completely turned around, and gold 7.5k in their favour. So it's looking pretty good for them at this stage. And Shackle shot on Windrunner's up. He wants to try and go for it, but instead he's just going to be auto-attacking this creep to try and get it down, and they take another tier 2 in mid. Lord Blood does have the thing up, and Jews is slightly out of position again. He disrupts himself to try and get him away, but now D4 falls very, very quick. So does Jules with the Infect. Now D-Weird trying to take out Jarrett. Neogenesis is going to get the last hit. D-Weird trying to get away. Beautiful Shackle shot catches Lone Druid and Lifestealer together by Lord Blood. Round the back, D-Weird is going to try and take out Phenom. One more right click, does manage to get him, but the Entangle brings him down. Now they're looking for a tier 3. Immediate buyback by Lion. Lord Blood trying to run away. He's going to be able to get away. But a tier 3 tower looks like it is on the cards right now. Another wonderful Shackle shot from Lord Blood, catching Lifestealer out. But he's just too tanky. They cannot bring him down. And look at the amount of HP he's already regained. And now he's popped the open wounds. He's dived on Neogenesis. The dust has been popped, but it didn't quite catch him. And instead, they're going to be looking for this tower. In goes Magnus RP. Drags out the both supports. They die instantaneously. Now the tower looks like it's going to be falling. And the Armlet Bear is going to be doing the majority of the damage to it, you have to feel. But no, they don't have creeps here. They don't quite feel safe. But the big RP again from Magnus, absolutely destructive in that fight. Lord Blood's got to be very, very careful. Templar is back in 1 second. Templar is back now. I don't think they can feel like they can push into a Templar. They don't. They're going to back off. And they're back to jungling for West Coast, Best Coast. He's just going to keep killing these ancients as fast as he can to pick up maybe a Hyperstone for his bear if he's going to go for Assault Cuirass straight after this armlet. Let's have a look at what he does go for. He does buy the Hyperstone, so it does look like he's going to be going that way. Or Mjolnir as well is a very, very good item on him. And look at the Phantom Lancer illusions. They're actually quite tanky. They're not that bad right now. One shockwave will take them all out because they really weren't on a lot of HP. And Neogenesis has Diffusal Blade up, but I don't know if it's quite enough at this stage, because look at Lifestealer's farm. He's got Armlet, he's got Maelstrom, he's got Demon Edge. Easily the most farmed hero in the game now. 11.8k. Templar has fallen quite a lot since she managed to catch up earlier, and since then is just not being able to capitalize on it because of Lifestealer and Magnus just working so brilliantly well together. And Lifestealer does have Infest, going to be hiding in Magnus right now, and they're going to be looking for another RP because RP is up in 10 seconds. They're going to wait for RP. There's the Empower on himself. Oh no, nice power shot from Windrunner, actually catches him out. Makes sure they know where Magnus is. And maybe they're going to go for the big blink up skew area as soon as they have vision up on the high ground. No vision quite yet. Mag's still hanging around. Maybe wants to try something. Nice observer ward placement here by the Disruptor to give them unobscured vision up there. And Mag wanting to try and do something. What did he steal? Thunderstrike. That's not very useful. I thought he might have stolen Glimpse, which would have been so good against Magnus, just glimpsing him just before he blinks up. He blinks up and he gets sent straight back. But once again, they just continue this slow push in mid, just going for the tower, bit by bit, taking it out with a bear. Big RP catches 2. Out comes the Lifestealer. DM is going to be falling very quickly. Down he goes. Now on the back. Neogenis is caught slightly out of position. Wants to try and kill Jarrett. Jarrett's going to be falling. There's the Mag pulling Neogenesis out. And then a very timely entangle gets the kill. Round the back. D-Weird trying to stop the Lifestealer, but absolutely can't. And now the tower is going to be falling. 3 down for D4. D-Weird hanging around. Wants to try and stop them, but there's literally nothing that he can do now. And the Blink Dagger will get him away from it, but only just... Oh, but maybe not. There's the glimpse. He's going to be taken out. D-Weird gets dropped as well. 50 seconds until the Templar is back with no buyback. The bear destroys 1 Rax. They move on to the next one. Down it goes. They might just look for the win now that Templar is out for so long. They can probably afford to. Lifestealer pretty much back on full HP after that mech being popped. And the mech being popped shows what their intentions are. They're going for the bottom tier 2. And look how much damage this Armlet Bear is doing to the tower now that he has Hyperstone. He's absolutely wrecking it. And Lone Druid doesn't even have any more than boots of speed on his own bear. He doesn't even feel like he needs any more than that. Phenom pops up a very nice little kinetic field, making him run all the way back round. And Rubik, oh, the entangle again on Jude's going to take him out. Very nice shackle actually on the bear by Windrunner again. But it's not going to be quite enough, and you have to feel like this is nearly over. Templar back in 7 seconds. Lifestealer trying to chase down Neogenesis. He's going to be getting him in a few seconds. A few more right clicks. He's silenced. He doesn't have the Doppelwalk anymore. Is he going to be able to get him? The Mag gets the kill. Monster kill on Mag. D-Weird hanging around. Does have Mithril Hammer. Needs to try and pick off a few of these supports. Lion is the one he's trying to go for. Rubik is here as well. Very nice stun by Lion. And then a massive ulti. Level 2, 800 damage. One shots the Rubik round the back. Down goes Templar. Down goes Blub again. Just because of this Lone Druid and his insane amount of damage. He gets a, oh no, triple kill for the Magnus. Now the bottom racks fall, and I expect the GGs to be called very shortly, because there is literally no way they can fight this now. This game is definitely over as Lifestealer just looks to push out back mid. There are the GGs. D4 will take the loss after 27 minutes. And it was as I predicted. I didn't predict either way, but I did say this is either going to be the greatest game in history or a 25-minute win for one of the teams. But enough about that. Big RP from Magnus actually catching a few of them out, and they actually go for a 5-man wipe again. But hopefully you've enjoyed this game. It's been a bit of a short one, but that's absolutely fine. My throat needs a bit of a rest after today's casting. And hopefully all of you guys have enjoyed today. And hopefully all of you guys will be joining me soon for the more casts that I bring you. I will bring you as many as I can, as often as I can, I promise. And eventually, maybe even a few pro games or 2. But I have been justDelicious. I am now signing out. I wish you all the best. Goodbye, and have fun.